to make changes, but not really having anything slip off from pace. And our success as far as getting points, we should be getting points. So we know the big game, Spartak on Wednesday at home. Hopefully it being at home is something we can count on to be a good thing, a fortress. I know we know that there's times where it's not, but this is Champions League, and hopefully it's another famous night at Anfield. I think Borussia Dortmund arguably will go down as one of those nights. We all know what happened with that over the 2 legs. So hopefully this is another situation. Look, you can look at it a couple ways. Spartak couldn't beat Maribor. I think they tied to them twice, and I think it was a last-minute kind of thing. But they also smashed Sevilla, a team that we can't say we were able to do that as of yet. So all that stuff goes out the window. It's us against Spartak. We're at home. Listen, we couldn't beat them the first time we played them. They didn't really have all of their best players, arguably. They got Quincy P coming back. They've always had Adriano, who's also very, very good. So we got to be at our game. We got to be able to minimize the pace that they have and kind of the star players that they do have in their team. And they're in the Champions League for a reason. You know, Russia's represented pretty good this season with them in CSKA Moscow. So they got a good squad. It's not a pushover. I don't know the last time a Russian team has advanced to the round of 16, so they'd be wanting to do that. They'd be wanting to get us in this second match against them. So we got to be just on all cylinders, just doing our thing. We got to be at it from the jump, getting an early goal, getting comfortable in the game, setting up a good defense, and those first moments of the game is going to be really, really important. And obviously, like I said, the crowd participation. But yeah, this is a tough one. This one for me is no foregone conclusion. And I feel I asked the question of should one eye be on Everton, or should we be really, really focused just on this game 100% and dealing with Everton when we do, which all of a sudden now to me feels like an even bigger game with their recent form, new manager. I know Sam was fully the manager for that second game that they played recently, but even the first game he was present in the stadium. And players would have wanted to do well to impress him, to make it hard for him to keep them out of the squad. So that's a bigger game. But we'll get onto that when we get onto that. Excited about it. Another chance for us to continue in winning ways. And hopefully it's not a situation where we're knocked out of yet another competition. You know, hopefully we continue to do what we know we can do, enjoy our football. I'm from America, Washington, D.C. area. Greetings, East Boy. What's up, man? Glad you guys stopping through. But yeah, let me know what you guys think should be a starting 11. Do you think there'll be a lot of changes that we've had recently, or do you think Klopp, Scouts Anarch is nice, man, or do you think Klopp will stick with our best 11, which at this point I really don't even know what that is, to be honest, because I feel like we have so many good players that we can put in, take out, rest. You got to believe Mane being rested against Brighton, he'll be ready to be firing come Wednesday. So I'm excited about it. But yeah, do we start Solanke? Do we mess with the lineup at all? Let me know what you guys think. Also give me a score prediction. For me, it's a little early for that. Maybe it is for you too. I'll come back. Yeah, if we continue the form. Yeah. Nice. Yeah, so it's big, man. It's big. It's exciting. I'm a little nervous, but I feel like Liverpool should be able to get the result here. And we know the different variables of, if we draw and obviously if we win, but if we draw, we still could be in it. If Sevilla lose to Maribor, which I don't bank on, we could still be in it. We need to be trying to win this game. I don't want to see any drawing or anything like that. I want to win the game. I want to be comfortable. 3-1, I go for that. I go with 3-1. A win in general, 1-0. I don't care what it is. As long as we win, I'm happy with it. So, but yeah, again, we can't take them lightly. We gotta realize that they're gonna come to play. I wouldn't say they're terrible. I mean, I don't know about that. I mean, they did struggle with Maribor, but they beat Sevilla pretty handily, and it's hard for me to call any team that could beat Sevilla that convincingly a horrible side. I mean, I get what you're saying to an extent, but that's the exact mentality that I hope that our players don't go in thinking. I hope they go in thinking this is an amazing side and this is going to be a tough game. That's a good question, East Boy, man. I mean, Karius is our Champions League keeper, so I guess you go with him. I think I prefer Mignolet slightly over him, though. I wouldn't be surprised if Klopp put Mignolet in. You asked my opinion. I'm gonna say Karius. I think he's been doing pretty good in Champions League for the most part, so why not keep it going that way? But I wouldn't be surprised. Big question for you guys: do you think this is a game that we put Gomez in at center back? Yeah, you probably got a point with that. Scouts Anarchists. Yeah, if he was there in the Premier League, they probably wouldn't be doing too much. But I mean, they're doing pretty well in their league, I believe. And I think they got a big match coming up against CSK in their league following our match. So, yeah, the starting 11 should be interesting. We'll see. I don't know who rests. I don't know. Yeah, we need to go. Yeah, definitely. I got to believe that that's a position that we're gonna look to fill in the summertime. I'm excited about January, though. I'm hoping that we bring some reinforcements. And the thing about winning this game, well, hopefully, if your comment faded away too fast, sorry, buddy. Hopefully, winning this game will make it that much more clear to FSG, whoever's got the money, whoever's making these decisions ultimately as far as buying players, that we need to solidify that defense, because when we get playing against better teams, we're not going to be able to have this kind of makeshift defense and these lapses that we have at the back line. So, yeah, I'm just excited about it, and yeah, Virgil will be good. The whole thing that Klopp was saying about name me 4 or 5 other center backs is ridiculous, and there's plenty of people out there. I mean, there's a couple of guys I can name now that play in the Premier League that we could have gotten, but we didn't. So, I mean, there's guys out there. Virgil van Dijk, yes, I get it. But at some point, if we realize that that's not an option, we need to be looking, the scouts, Klopp, whoever needs to be looking for other people. There's plenty of other people out there we can get. A couple of people we can get on the free, very, very cheap. So we got to get someone. And I know the thinking is, why we just get, I don't want to just settle for someone because it's not Virgil van Dijk and it's not a guarantee. People believe Van Dijk is really, really amazing. I think he's good as well. Chan's my favorite player. Emery Chan's my favorite player on the team. So I'm gonna be, I'm gonna say yeah, just based on that. And he's not playing like he wants to go. And yeah, Koulibaly for sure. I saw him the other day. They were playing against Juventus, and I mean, he's just a man. He's huge. He's really, really elegant on the ball. Very strong, of course. I mean, he's a talent. He's a talent, and I see him come to the Premier League sooner than later. I don't know it'll be Liverpool, but I feel like he'll be in our league soon. Yeah, I think keep Chan too. I love Chan, I really do, and I think he's been playing really, really good lately. Getting the goal, playing out of position, even though I know he played there a bit under Brendan Rodgers. But I'm just proud of Chan just putting his head down and keep fighting, keep playing. Same with Coutinho. I got to be honest. Coutinho hasn't really played like he doesn't want to be at Liverpool. He's been playing really, really well, and you could say arguably it's probably one of his best seasons this early so far. I mean, he had such a big hand in that game against Brighton. It's ridiculous, man. The assists, the goals. I know one of them was ricochet, but Coutinho's been good. So, yeah, and that's my thing with Koulibaly. I think the connection with him and Mane, even Keita and Mane are supposed to be really, really close. Keita says that Mane's like a big brother to him. So, what do you guys think about the big deal being made about Mane and Klopp's relationship or whatever? I mean, Mane's clearly come out and said Klopp is like a father to him. I think that should be the end of it. I think people just, they got to make money and make stories, but not a big deal there for me. You want a player to be happy for not playing enough or being subbed off or whatever. So people try to make big deals about that, and also they're talking about what happened at the end of the Brighton game with him and the manager for Brighton. I love Klopp in that he celebrates and that he's happy when we win, and then he's really, really a part of the game, and you feel that. We definitely need a leader in defense, yeah. We need a leader in general. I mean, even in the midfield, we need a leader. I don't feel like we really have that. No, I know. It's ridiculous. Those stories are crazy. I was just bringing it up because it was on my mind, and a lot of different LFC podcasts and things are talking about it. But yeah, Klopp's so a part of this game. I mean, you just look at what he wears on the touchline, as opposed to what other managers wear. He's like very much a part of the game. He's in warm-up clothes. You know what I mean? And just that alone, man, I love that about him, man. That You know, he's a part of every kick, every tackle, every foul, every goal, every defensive blunder that we have in that team, and you love that. So, you know, my thing is, if people don't like it, beat the squad. That's how you shut Klopp up. Beat the squad. You know, but when you come out afterwards and start whining about him celebrating, it's a little ridiculous. At the same time, it is kind of like that cousin you had growing up, that good friend you had growing up that would talk trash to you while you're playing video games. And you wanted so much to hit him in the face with that controller because he's beating you, he's getting the best of you, and he knew he was, you know, getting you triggered. But at the same time, it's all in. I don't think there's any poor sportsmanship there. It's Klopp. This is what we know about him. This is what he does. I love him for it. So, I mean, I don't see too many people talking about Conte and his antics on the sideline. I don't know. But I'm all over the place now. But, yeah, we got a big game, guys. So leave me some of your comments. If I didn't see your comments here because I'm looking around, I wasn't really focusing on the screen, so my apologies for that. But leave some comments. Yeah, maybe back tomorrow for some things. But this is kind of how my feelings going into the game. You know, again, we can't take them lightly. You know, we gotta just play our game. You know, I believe we will. I can't wait till Wednesday. I can't wait to see the starting lineup more than anything, just to see if we're rotating still, if we're keeping, you know, guys in the squad that we kind of all assume will probably be in the squad, with the exception with a few different spots on the team. So enjoy the rest of your day, guys, and we'll see you soon.